So I guess I just wanted to make videos on intersectionality, being black and being gay, and also being an artist, and how that can impact your life, pretty much. I feel like growing up I was always interested in things that my family or other people would be considered to be alternative, and then didn't really sit well for me. So a lot of my story goes back to like self-hating and internalized racism. And it just hurts me knowing that I'm not alone in this. I was watching a video recently, and it was about this black girl, um, and she was speaking about how she used to only hang out with non-black people, and how they would always say like racist things about black people, and how she always just like was in environments where being black wasn't the norm, or blackness was seen synonymous with ghetto or synonymous with like ratchet and all these other things. And yeah. And she was just saying, like, people, like white people that say the N word and white people that say X, Y, and Z are the same people that make black people hate themselves. They're the same people that appropriate blackness and then simultaneously look down on blackness, and how that's super damaging to black people. You're talking about my culture, you're talking about things associated with me, and yet somehow in the long run, I'm affected by it. So, I guess I wanted to let other artists and other people know that you can be black and also like anything you want to. When you're a person of color, there's often like this thing that people do where they try to fit you in this box. They try to fit you in a place where they think you belong. Oh, you're black. Oh, you must be ghetto. You mustn't listen to rap music. And the thing is, it's awful and it's damaging to black people that want to like what they want to like. Like growing up, I used to be in love with Bow Wow. I used to have all the Bow Wow CDs and everything. But once I started to get interested in other things that weren't associated with black culture, I suddenly felt out of place, and I suddenly started to get out of rap, or like rap secretly. Like I used to listen to all my rap secretly because I felt like people automatically associated black culture with ghetto. People thought those things were synonymous. And I just want to speak on that, or talk about that. Because people of color can do whatever the fuck they want and like whatever the fuck they want. You don't have to feel the need to be in a box, and you don't have to feel like just because you like things associated with your culture that you have to automatically be a stereotype, or even being the quote unquote stereotype is wrong. Like don't get into respectability politics. Don't get into self-hating politics where you only see people that aren't you, and therefore you disassociate those ideas and those things with you as a black person, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah. For example, like, my dad is very, very, very pro-black. My dad is like, one of those people that will sit you down and take all those lessons and show you black movies and black films. And him seeing me, knowing that I tended to be a self-hating child growing up in terms of blackness, even though that really wasn't who I was, deep down inside, because I was interested in black culture, I was interested in things associated with black culture. I just also had like this dual thing of, oh, I like something else, but if I like that other thing, I immediately have to be associated with this thing. And he would always send me like things that was, I guess, not necessarily alternative, because I hate saying alternative in terms of blackness, because, like I said, black people can do whatever the fuck they want. They've been doing whatever the fuck they want for years. There's black people literally in every continent of the world. You cannot consistently keep telling black people that they have to be these two different things, like, you know? And he would always send me things, like, he would send me black anime, or black bands, or black X, Y, and Z, just to like let me know like, hey, like you can embrace your blackness, and be interested in this? And he would always tell me as an artist, like, why aren't you drawing people that look like you? And my answer when I was like 6 or 7 was always just like, oh, I don't know. Oh, it's just easier, you know, to draw these people because I don't have to color them in. Like a whole bunch of just like fucking bullshit. When in reality, it was just that I never watched things or saw things or listened to things of this nature that was associated with blackness, even though they were there. You know, they were there. They're just limited because people don't want you. They want to fit you into that black box. You know, they want you to fit into what they think a black person should be or a person of color should be. You know, and I just think it's really fucked up. I think that people that are black need to, or not people that are black. I hate saying people that are black, but I'm a black person speaking about black things. So like, what the fuck ever. Black people and other people of color should support their people in any way that they can. You know, like you got to like you like recently everything that I've been liking or listening to or just like watching are created by black people, or if not a person of color, because I feel like we create great things and we need to support ourselves because that's how we just need to, I guess we just need to show each other love. We just need to be there for each other. And it also feels so good when you're like looking at this art piece and you're like, wow, like this is created by someone like me. I can relate to this. Even going to the art show in Brooklyn is seeing the Wiley exhibition and the Basquiat exhibition. It was so amazing just seeing huge fucking paintings of black people like fucking everywhere, like crazy, just like big ass paintings that are beautiful about black people everywhere. Like black people from like Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad, the US, like the Middle East. Like there were black people from everywhere, and it just there was so much just like black unity and black beauty and I don't know, just black. I don't know. I just think it's really important. I think that exhibition probably has to be one of my favorite exhibitions. And then going to the bottom and seeing like Basquiat's work, which is also just like very political and very like timeless. Like he's an iconic artist. Yeah. And I think that one of the most harmful things about like cultural appropriation and putting black people in these boxes is that, you know, while you're doing this, someone else that is black feels like, you know, their dreads aren't beautiful. Their box braids don't look good. While you're like sitting up there using lighting and the special effects to make yourself look blacker or getting lip and nose injections or whatever the fuck you guys get, like these people, these black people, and these people of color out here looking like they don't want their features because their features aren't appreciated. And that's where that shit gets me fucked up. You know, that's where that shit gets me fucked up. Like, while you're out here saying the N word and while you're out here, like, fucking doing all these things that you think are just so cool because, like, black people do it. There are black people out here who are struggling. They're fucking out here struggling to accept those things that you cling onto. And that's why cultural appropriation is so insidious, in my opinion. I mean, besides like very obvious reasons, but that's one of the reasons why cultural appropriation is so insidious and so harmful to people. Um, yeah. So I just wanted to say that, and I wanted to just say like, stop putting fucking people of color in boxes. Like, you don't fucking own shit. Like, people of color can do whatever the fuck they want. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna make more videos just like on intersectionality, current topics, anything. Yeah. Alright.